Have you ever had a moment where everything feels slightly off? Maybe you misplaced an object, only to find it in a place you're certain you didn't leave it. Or perhaps a memory you hold dear is remembered completely differently by someone else. What if these strange occurrences weren't just coincidences or lapses in memory? What if they were signs of something far more extraordinary, evidence that you might be living in a parallel universe without even realizing it? It may sound like science fiction, but the concept of parallel universes has intrigued scientists, mystics, and philosophers for centuries. From quantum physics to ancient spiritual teachings, the idea that multiple realities exist simultaneously is gaining more attention than ever before. Imagine this. Right now, there could be countless versions of you, each living a slightly different life in an alternate reality. Perhaps in one, you made a different choice at a crucial moment, leading to a completely different outcome. Or maybe the you in another universe has knowledge or experiences that feel just out of reach in this one. What if the moments of deja vu you've experienced, those eerie feelings that you've lived something before, are glimpses into these other realities? What if the unexplainable synchronicities in your life, the strange alignments of events and people, are the result of universes briefly overlapping? In this video, we're going to explore the mind-bending signs that you may already be living in a parallel universe. By the end, you'll not only have a deeper understanding of this mysterious phenomenon, but also tools to recognize and navigate these hidden dimensions of reality. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about life, time, and existence itself. The truth might be stranger and more fascinating than you ever imagined. To understand the possibility of living in a parallel universe, we must first ask, what is reality? Most of us think of reality as fixed, a single unchanging experience shared by everyone. But what if this assumption is incomplete? Modern science, especially quantum physics, challenges the very notion of a singular reality. At the quantum level, particles behave in ways that seem to defy logic. They can exist in multiple states at once, interact with each other across vast distances, and even change their behavior depending on whether or not they're being observed. This phenomenon, often called quantum superposition, has led some scientists to propose the idea of the multiverse, a collection of parallel universes, each with its own version of reality. But you don't have to be a physicist to explore this concept. Many spiritual traditions have spoken of multiple planes of existence for centuries, describing alternate dimensions that coexist with our physical world. These teachings suggest that reality is far more fluid and interconnected than we realize. Think about it this way. If you've ever stood in front of a mirror in a room with two opposing mirrors, you've seen infinite reflections of yourself stretching into the distance. This visual is a perfect metaphor for parallel universes. Countless realities, each reflecting a slightly different version of you. So, how does this apply to your daily life? The signs that you may be living in a parallel universe often show up in subtle, unexplainable ways. Deja vu, for instance, is one of the most common experiences linked to alternate realities. That eerie feeling that you've been somewhere or done something before could be a glimpse into a version of you in another universe, living out that exact moment. Another example is the Mandela effect, a phenomenon where groups of people remember events or details differently than how they are recorded in this reality. For instance, many people distinctly recall the children's book series The Berenstain Bears, being spelled as Berenstain Bears. Could this discrepancy be evidence of overlapping realities? The choices you make may also hint at parallel universes. Imagine a moment when you faced a life-changing decision. In this universe, you chose one path. But what if another version of you in a parallel reality chose differently? The possibilities created by these alternate choices could explain why you sometimes feel drawn to experiences, people, or places that seem oddly familiar, even if they're new to you. Exploring this concept isn't just about uncovering mysteries, it's about expanding your perception of what's possible. If parallel universes exist, they could provide insights into who you are, why you're here, and how your choices shape not just this reality, but countless others. In this journey, we'll dive deeper into the signs that suggest parallel universes are real and discover how these hidden dimensions might influence your life. By questioning what you've always accepted as real, you open the door to a more expansive understanding of existence, one that transcends the boundaries of time and space. Now that we've introduced the idea of parallel universes, let's explore some of the key signs that you might already be interacting with them without even realizing it. One of the most common indicators is the phenomenon of déjà vu. Have you ever walked into a place you've never been before, yet felt an overwhelming sense of familiarity? Or perhaps you've been in a conversation and knew exactly what the other person was going to say before they said it. These moments often feel inexplicable, as if you're briefly stepping into a version of reality where you've already experienced what's happening. But what if déjà vu is more than just a mental glitch? Some theories suggest it could be a momentary overlap between parallel realities. Imagine two versions of you briefly aligning in the same experience, creating a ripple that your consciousness perceives as déjà vu. Another intriguing sign is the Mandela effect, named after the widespread phenomenon where large groups of people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison during the 1980s, even though in this reality he lived until 2013. This isn't an isolated example. Many people vividly recall brands, logos, or historical events differently from how they are recorded. For instance, was it Looney Tunes or Looney Tunes? Did the Monopoly Man ever have a monocle? These discrepancies could point to subtle shifts in our timeline, or even evidence that we've slipped between parallel universes. Have you ever experienced an inexplicable change in your life's trajectory? Perhaps you avoided a near accident that should have happened or met someone who dramatically altered your path in ways that felt almost fated. These moments may be more than coincidences. Some believe they are dimensional shifts, where your consciousness transitions to an alternate reality that better aligns with your choices or intentions. Another compelling sign is the presence of synchronicities. These are meaningful coincidences that feel too perfect to be random, like thinking about an old friend just moments before they call you, or encountering exactly the right opportunity at the exact right time. Synchronicities often feel like a sign from the universe, but could they also be evidence of parallel realities aligning to guide you toward your highest path? Finally, consider the role of dreams. Dreams have long been seen as a gateway to other dimensions. Have you ever woken up from a dream so vivid and detailed that it felt more real than reality? Or dreamed of people, places, or events that seem completely unfamiliar yet oddly significant? Some theorists propose that dreams might be glimpses into parallel lives, allowing your consciousness to travel beyond the boundaries of this reality while your body rests. These signs might seem subtle at first, but once you start paying attention, patterns begin to emerge. The more aware you become, the more you might notice these moments of overlap, synchronicity, or dimensional shifts in your everyday life. As we continue this journey, we'll dive deeper into how these signs might not just be random occurrences, but clues to a larger, interconnected reality. Understanding them can provide you with insights into your true nature and the infinite possibilities that exist within the multiverse. Now that we've explored some of the signs indicating you might be interacting with parallel universes, let's delve deeper into how this concept can influence your life, your decisions, and your understanding of reality. One of the most profound implications of parallel universes is the idea of alternate choices and outcomes. Think back to a moment in your life when you made a pivotal decision. Perhaps you took one job over another, chose to move to a new city, or said yes to a relationship that changed your trajectory. While you're living the outcome of those choices in this reality, what if another version of you exists in a parallel universe, living the life shaped by the path you didn't take? This concept can be both mind-bending and empowering. It suggests that every choice you make branches into countless possibilities, creating a web of potential realities. Some believe that these alternate versions of you aren't entirely separate. They might subtly influence your feelings, instincts, or even the opportunities that appear in your life. For example, have you ever felt a sudden urge to try something completely out of character, or a strong sense of déjà vu when encountering a new opportunity? These moments could be glimpses of an alternate self nudging you toward a path they've already explored. Another fascinating aspect is the idea of dimensional resonance. Some theorists propose that the thoughts, emotions, and energy you focus on can influence which version of reality you experience. This aligns with the concept of the law of attraction, where your inner state shapes your external world. In the context of parallel universes, it suggests that by aligning your thoughts with the version of yourself you wish to become, you might shift into a reality where that version already exists. Consider this: if you consistently focus on fear, doubt, or limitation, you may remain in a version of reality that reflects those states. But by cultivating gratitude, joy, and a sense of possibility, you could align yourself with a more expansive and fulfilling parallel reality. This doesn't mean you can control every aspect of your life, but it does imply that your awareness and intention play a significant role in shaping your experience. Another intriguing phenomenon is the way certain relationships seem to defy explanation. Have you ever met someone who felt instantly familiar, as if you've known them forever? Or perhaps you've had an unexplainable connection with a place you've never been before. These encounters could be signs of parallel universes intersecting, moments where two versions of reality briefly overlap, allowing you to connect with people or experiences from alternate timelines. Lastly, let's consider the role of creativity and intuition. Many artists, writers, and inventors describe moments of inspiration that feel like they're tapping into something beyond themselves. What if these bursts of creativity are actually insights from parallel versions of you, sharing knowledge or ideas across dimensions? The more you explore these concepts, the more you'll realize that parallel universes aren't just a distant theory, they're an integral part of your everyday life. By paying attention to the subtle signs and following your intuition, you can begin to navigate these hidden dimensions with greater awareness and intention. In the next section, we'll explore how this knowledge can lead to profound personal transformation, empowering you to make choices that align with the highest version of yourself across all realities. Imagine waking up every day with a profound sense of purpose and clarity, knowing that your life is interconnected with countless possibilities across multiple realities. Understanding the concept of parallel universes isn't just a fascinating intellectual exercise, it's a doorway to personal transformation. One of the most powerful shifts this knowledge brings is the realization that you are not limited to a single path. Every choice you make, every thought you focus on, creates ripple effects that influence not only your current reality, but potentially countless others. This understanding empowers you to make decisions with greater awareness and intention. The first step towards transformation is to become more conscious of the patterns in your life. Start by reflecting on the recurring themes, challenges, or synchronicities you've experienced. What if these patterns are clues from parallel realities, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of your purpose? By paying attention to these signals, you can begin to align with a version of yourself that feels more authentic and fulfilled. A simple but profound practice is visualization. Each day, spend a few moments imagining the version of yourself that you aspire to become. See yourself thriving, confident, and at peace. Feel the emotions associated with that vision: joy, gratitude, empowerment. Visualization isn't just a mental exercise, it's a way of tuning your energy to align with a reality where that version of you already exists. Another transformative step is embracing the power of choice. The idea of parallel universes suggests that there are infinite possibilities for your life, but those possibilities depend on the choices you make in the present moment. Ask yourself, are your decisions driven by fear and limitation, or by love and possibility? When you choose from a place of alignment with your highest self, you begin to shift into a reality that reflects that alignment. This transformation also involves letting go of what no longer serves you. Think of the beliefs, habits, or relationships that feel heavy or limiting. What if those are anchors keeping you in a version of reality that no longer resonates with who you are becoming? Releasing these attachments creates space for new opportunities and experiences that align with your evolving self. Mindfulness is another key tool in this journey. By staying present and observing your thoughts without judgment, you can begin to recognize the subtle signs of parallel realities. Those moments of déjà vu, synchronicity, or intuitive insight that point you toward your highest path. As you embrace these practices, you'll start to notice profound changes in your life. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will begin to appear. Relationships will deepen, and even challenges will feel purposeful, as if they're guiding you towards something greater. Remember, the goal isn't to control every aspect of your reality. It's to align with the flow of life, trusting that you are supported by a vast, interconnected web of possibilities. The more you cultivate this trust, the more you'll experience a sense of freedom and empowerment, knowing that you have the ability to create a life that reflects the truth of who you are. This is your invitation to step into a new way of being. By embracing the idea of parallel universes, you're not just expanding your understanding of reality, you're expanding your understanding of yourself and your limitless potential. At the core of this journey lies a simple yet profound truth. Reality is far more expansive and interconnected than we've been taught to believe. The idea of parallel universes isn't just a theoretical concept. It's a lens through which we can explore the infinite possibilities of our existence. You are not confined to a single version of yourself or a single path in life. Just as reality branches into countless dimensions, so too does your potential. Every choice you make, every belief you hold, and every action you take shapes not only this reality, but also your connection to the infinite possibilities that surround you. This understanding invites us to live with a greater awareness, intention, and trust. By recognizing the signs of parallel universes, the déjà vu, synchronicities, and intuitive insights, we can begin to see life not as a series of random events, but as a beautifully interconnected flow. Most importantly, this knowledge reminds us that we are creators of our own experience. Through our thoughts, emotions, and choices, we have the power to align with realities that reflect the highest version of ourselves. Remember, the multiverse isn't something outside of you. It's something you are a part of. By embracing this truth, you open the door to a life of greater freedom, joy, and possibility. As we conclude this journey, take a moment to reflect on what we've explored. The idea of parallel universes challenges us to question the nature of reality and our place within it. But more than that, it invites us to expand our perception of what's possible. Think about the signs we've discussed, the déjà vu that feels like a ripple from another reality, the synchronicities that seem to guide your path, the moments of intuition that defy logic. These aren't just coincidences. They're glimpses into the infinite possibilities of existence, reminders that your life is interconnected with something far greater. But this journey doesn't end with understanding. The real transformation begins when you apply this knowledge to your life. Start small. Pay attention to the patterns and signs that emerge in your daily experiences. Reflect on the choices you make and the energy you bring to each moment. Ask yourself, what kind of reality do I want to align with? What version of myself do I wish to become? The answers to these questions are within you, waiting to be discovered. And as you move forward, remember that you are not alone in this journey. Each of us is connected, not just in this reality but across countless dimensions. Together, we are part of an unfolding story, a story that is as vast and limitless as the multiverse itself. Share in the comments. What's one moment of synchronicity or déjà vu that has made you question reality? Your story might inspire someone else to see life through a new lens. The universe is waiting for you to step into your power, to embrace your infinite potential, and to create a life that reflects the extraordinary being you truly are. The possibilities are endless. Choose the one that feels like home.